So I know it's been a while since I like recorded a YouTube video. I've been pretty busy lately, so as you can see, I'm in a new house. I moved like last year. I was thinking of making a new video around that time, but honestly, I just wasn't bothered because I just wasn't bothered. There doesn't have to be a reason for that. I just wasn't bothered to. And from then on, I've been like really busy with school and stuff, and like going through my villain arc of kind of not even villain arc, just like fucking. Honestly, it's just like something like weird and unsettling happens to me every like two 2 years. So yeah, it's just going through that again. Um, it's probably just my. I thought I like heard a buzzing. I thought it was like a mosquito, but I think I'm just imagining things. This is my second attempt at recording this video because I'm currently watching like Ben of the Week. I need a better like I'm watching a Ben of the Week video for like my and like the audio wasn't playing, and turns out I need to have headphones on connected to my microphone to be able to hear Ben of the Week speak to me. I don't really know how I have motivation to film this video because my day today has been like pretty shit objectively. Like it's so shit to the point where like I don't even want to like have a blunt after work or anything, even if like my mom isn't home. Usually I would like take the chance, like maybe have a blunt, but like I honestly like just feel like shit to the point where like I don't want it. Um, Maybe before I get into why I'm so upset. Oh my, what the fuck is this lighting? Okay, let me just turn that down a little. This lighting is really bad, but I'm recording this on my laptop, and I really don't care about the quality anyways. So yeah. Um, what are some nice things that's happened to me recently? Because I don't really want to like. Maybe it's not the best like dive in head first. I'll talk about some cool things that happened. I have a pet snail now. It's pretty cool. I really love him. I got him like 2 days ago, and I have so much love for him. My snail's name is Big Naturals. That's his English name. His Vietnamese name is Le Quang San, which is like bright, I think, in Vietnamese. And his nickname, because like everyone in like in Vietnam, like if you're a Vietnamese person, like everyone has a nickname. So I think his nickname will be Sang Sua. Um, that just means like very radiant and light, but like yeah. Again, you know what? I'm just not bothered to explain it. You think about it yourself. I don't fucking care. Okay, I'm sorry for swearing. I just had a rough day. Um, why am I saying sorry? You know what? Whatever. 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 So yeah, that is my pet snail. Yeah, I moved into a new house and my room is like pretty much 90% done. All I have to do is like buy a rug and put my table on top of the rug so I have somewhere to put my record player and like my plushies because currently my plushies are still in my closet because I don't really have anywhere to put them. Okay, and tomorrow I'll be going to a friend's birthday party. It's gonna be really fun, and I'm really excited for that. Oh my god, Ben of the week. Amazing. And yeah, I'll be going to a friend's birthday party tomorrow. I just got off a call with my friends. My friend is like going on a date with this one guy, and I can't really tell their voices apart because they really like. I think it's just because I have like hearing problems, and their voices sound the same to me. Maybe like on the phone, and I couldn't tell who was who, so that was like kind of funny. Um, I started talking about America's Top Model to them, and then they said, Adrian, I don't care. And that made me feel kind of bummed, but that probably wasn't the right place to talk about that. What is the right time? or the right place to talk about something. I honestly don't know. So, like, I struggle with conversations a lot in that way. I don't really know when is the good time to say something or not, but that's just like my own problem. So it's not something I should like, burden on others, like to the best of my ability. Um, Usually if I just like say something stupid, I'll probably just be like quiet the rest of the conversation because I'll be scared of saying something stupid again, and I can't really tell what is stupid and what is not. But oh well, that's just how it goes, I guess. Yeah. Okay. I don't remember if I mentioned that I was like almost going to cry on the train. Like the past few days has been really rough for me, mostly because of like the birth control that I'm currently on. The gender service at my clinic gave me birth control because they won't give me HRT, and they're like, "Oh, well, and they gave me Slender in the meantime to suppress my period and stuff, or like get rid of it immediately." They said Slender would get rid of my periods, but like the exact opposite has been happening. But maybe it's just because I forget to take some of them sometimes. That's probably why. It's my own fault. But like now I have periods that like last weeks on end. Like the blood is just like nonstop, and like it's just unpredictable. I just finished a period that lasted like so long, and then for some reason I'm suddenly starting a period again. Not even after like maybe like a week or two. Like it just really sucks, you know? It really just sucks. And like it used to just be like my blood flow was heavy, and then it would last 4 days, and then it would be another 25 days before I got it again. But now on the birth control, the bleeding is really light. Um, it lasts for weeks on end, and it just comes again very soon, which I'm really not pleased about at all. That's actually like an understatement. Like I'm actually like so upset. I'm very like to the point like I feel depressed. That's why maybe it's because of like the how the medication is making me feel. Maybe it's not really me, but I'm just gonna be honest. I feel miserable, okay? I feel really down in the dumps about it, if I could even say that. God, I'm really not good at talking because my mouth becomes dry so fast. I'm really not good at talking for long amounts of time. My mouth is becoming like really dry. Maybe I have to speak more softly. Um, yeah, so today was like really shit. Like, and like, it's probably just how the medication. It's not just about the period, right? But it's mostly just like a reminder that, I'll never be a real man no matter how hard I try. Like, I take this medication because being on my period is a dysphoric thing for me. And then I took it thinking that I would be free of this burden, and then it just fucking backfires and slaps me in the face. I think that's really all the medical system does in this country. Everything they do just really seems like a cruel joke, only meant to humiliate me. Um, at one point I was getting tested for narcolepsy, and then they gave me an intern who completely like messed up my testing. Um, can I summarize it? Okay, so basically, they promised me that okay, so they looked at my sleep patterns, they talked to me about my sleep patterns, and then they said that um Adrian, wait, no, okay, I'm not gonna do an impression. Okay, they said that my sleep schedule is really inconsistent. It's really inconsistent and irregular, so it would be hard for them to test it. And then they said they would make they would give me like a polysomnography. Like they would sleep test me, like attach a bunch of wires to my head and make me sleep in a bed in a lab to test my sleep. But that will only happen once I am able to regulate my sleep schedule. And if I can't regulate my sleep schedule, they won't be able to do the test. So I tried my best to regulate it. They made me do a lot of sleep charts. Like they just made me do one again, 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 and just like they just gave me like so much paper, so many sleep charts to fill. And like at one point, like I just started to forget some of them, like some of the days, because like they just made me do it again and again and again. And so yeah, the specialist they gave me was like an intern, and she like completely messed up like the process, cause um I we gave her the sleep charts, and then I said I was still feeling tired even after this amount of time of sleep. Then she's like, okay, then we'll just increase an hour. We'll increase your sleep time by an hour for every time. It's like if you still feel tired after 8 hours of sleep, get 9 hours of sleep. If you still feel tired after 9 hours of sleep, get 10 hours of sleep. If you still feel tired after 12 hours of sleep, get me 13 hours of sleep. And she told me to sleep for 15 hours a night. Like, hello? And then I tried my very best to like stop napping in the middle of the day. And sometimes it did work, sometimes it didn't. But honestly, sometimes I would just lie and then say I didn't nap during the day when I actually did. And then I gave the sleep chart to them, and then they said, well, there's nothing wrong with you, so there's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing we can do because there's nothing wrong with you. What the like? And at that point, I was just like really distraught, and me and my mom decided that we would never come back. And the intern lady, she did apologize, but at that point, me and my mom were just like done with them. They obviously didn't want to help me at all for some reason. And uh, and now with like the HRT stuff, I've been waiting for HRT for 4 years. Um, I've been waiting for 4 years for like HRT, and like it really sucked because a lot of my friends, like they all waited like less time than me to get HRT legally, even though like we're all minors and stuff. Took me 4 years. I know this one person. I'm going to the same. This person went to the same clinic as me. But this person go to the same clinic as me, and it literally took them. They told me it took them about 4 to 6 months, and I could just remember feeling like so jealous. Like I felt kind of angry because this person managed to get it in 4 to 6 months, and I had been waiting 4 years. And um, like the most one of them had to wait was like maybe 2 years, I think, and I've waited for four. And all of my friends are like white trans people. All of my friends are white trans people, and they've all managed to get it quicker than me. HRT. And like all of my requests to like children's hospital, all of it keeps getting delayed because I keep getting bounced around the system apparently. So like their thing gets my thing is getting like delayed in processing for some reason. But for just some reason everyone else is able to get HRT, like except me. Not really everyone, but like the people around me who I know do have HRT, like they've all got it at a faster time than me. And that just really sucks. So um it's probably maybe it is racism. Like all of my white friends, they can all get ADHD and autism diagnoses, and here I am just sitting, just like really struggling in school because I'm not able to get on any medication or anything like that, or go through any like mental health things because none of those professionals will really ever care about me anyways. So yeah, definitely a problem. And so basically, because of that, I've just been like really depressed, honestly. Um, I've been having like really dark thoughts. I guess I could call them that. I guess I'm used to having them. Like, honestly, it's just been just like terrible. Everything is terrible. Everything in my life is terrible right now. Not everything actually, but it feels like everything is like weighing down on me a lot. And like this clinic that this clinic when I applied to them. Okay, and another bad healthcare story. Okay. The service clinic when I had applied to them. I'm not sure if I talked about this in another video or not, but it turns out that like after calling them that they didn't even put my information in their database. Because apparently, like this entire time, we could have just called this like the specialist themselves. Because it's just like one person doing like all the transgender stuff. Because it's like a youth clinic, right? It's meant for like young people. They have like a psych ward and everything. So I'm obviously not going to be at the top of their problems because they have other shit to worry about. And so it just turns out I could have called this person directly the entire time, but for some reason the clinic said that we have to talk to the specialist through them and they have to refer me to the specialist. But apparently that wasn't the case. And when the specialist had looked up my name, apparently nothing had came up. And then on like finally on like the first consultation meeting on February, um, on February, it turns out she told me that her waitlist is really long. But again, my friend who goes to the same clinic, he's already like they're already on like their third or fourth shot now, and like they they all tell us it's really busy, but they tell me that it's really busy, but like all these people just be able to like get it faster than me for some reason. But like whatever, right? And so um they said that they would have to get me a psychologist from their clinic first. And my mom has like insurance for some things. So apparently like having a psychologist is a part of our health insurance. And my mom had asked the person, like the lady, specialist lady, if if we could just have like this psychologist from the insurance and then have that psychologist transfer information to the clinic to make things easier. And then the specialist lady said, no, it has to be from our clinic, which I don't really know why. I feel like everything in the universe everything, like, just that would really help me, like, medically, like, getting on HRT and getting diagnosed with, like, sleep, like, disorders, hypsomnia, and, like, being able to get maybe hearing aids to help me hear lower sounds that I usually can't hear, like people talking. I'm just never able to get it for some reason. I'm never able to get proper medical care. It's probably maybe it's definitely probably a bias. I went to Vietnam to have my hearing checked because that's where my family is from. And then the doctor really looked at me weird, and no one, they all thought I was pretending to have hearing loss for attention. Like, I was in the hearing booth, right? And I genuinely couldn't hear a sound until like 3 seconds later. Like, I couldn't hear it. And then the guy comes in the booth and he just says to me, don't pretend that you don't hear it. I wasn't pretending, but they all think I do because I have like piercings and stuff. And they just think I'm doing it for attention. So, yeah, that's my experience with prejudice in my own city, the prejudice that I face here is kind of like the opposite, you know. Peop the prejudice I face here is because of my skin tone and not because of my piercings or my just like my general demeanor or whatever, but like it's mostly just by how I look. Like it's just like the it's just like what was it called? The opposite sides of the same coin, basically. Yeah. It's just the opposite side of the same coin. Like being here, like the piercings, I feel like people kind of like that about me. Except if you're old. Old people don't like the fact that I have piercings. They think I look ugly and stupid, but that's probably the best. Because I honestly don't like talking to a lot of old people anyways. It's not that, like, being old in general is bad, but it's just, like, some of them are just so rude. Some of the old people here that I talk to are just so rude. But, like, honestly, for every old mean person, there is a nice old person too. So, I guess it cancels out. I had a rude old person at my work today. She was really mean to me at my job. It's like at the register, right? That's probably why I've had a shit day. Honestly, maybe not, maybe it is. I honestly don't really care that much, but it's just like a pain in my ass. So, I was like this lady and her husband walk in with like a shit ton of groceries, right? And like sometimes I get irritated a bit because like, why do you need all that thing? Why do you need all that stuff? But like, whatever. It's just business. Who fucking cares? Part-time job. And so I'm like, hey, would you need some bags? And then like the response she gave was like really weird. She's like, um, no, like we have our own bags, but yes, we will need plastic bags, but we do have our own bags. We'll just see. We'll just try fit all of it in the old bags and then the plastic bags, baby. And I'm like, okay. And like this lady, she's like holding the bags, right? So I assume that maybe her husband will take the things out of the basket and she will put them in the bag. Because usually when there's two people, then one of them, it's basically they just do that. So like two people, one of them takes the things out of the basket and one of them will put it in the bag because they have like a certain preference on like how their groceries need to be put in their bag, and like that's completely fine, right? So I start scanning the items, and then she starts putting them in the bag. But like something I notice is that like basically the plastic bags are like behind the counter, right? So like it got a counter, right? And then the plastic bags are behind there, so they're not necessarily for customer access. And then this lady, she just reaches over and grabs the plastic bag and starts stuffing the items inside. And I'm like, okay. So like I just start scanning the items, and then like she also like starts putting in some of the bags, and then she's really aggressive doing all of this. Like aggressive old white lady, and she just like rips the bag out, and then like I see that she's kind of like struggling to put some of it in because it's across the counter, and I'm like, do you need some help? And she's like, it's already too late for that, isn't it? The customer service here, seriously, the customer service here. And then my coworker next to me sees this, and she's like, do you want me to pack it? And then this old lady says to her, it's not your job, don't worry about it. And then, yeah, and then I asked her, and she's like, it's like, don't even, it's too late. It's too late. I'm already doing it because you didn't something, something, something. And I'm like, okay, whatever. And then she makes it like really obvious to everyone, like in the store, that she's angry about it. And then I, and then I just like ignore it, whatever. And then I continue. And then like since she's like struggling so much, I just like put it in the bag for her anyways. And then I don't know, she like says some more mean shit, and I'm like, whatever, okay. It's just- and she like starts insulting me, and I'm like, okay, whatever. And then it comes to pay, so she's standing there, and her husband is like, okay, so like her husband is holding like the money and stuff, like the card, and then I'm like, okay, that will be this. Do you need a receipt? And then the receipt paper runs out, so like I offer to get more receipt paper if he still needs it, and he's like, yes, please, because like basically like it's like one of those couples, like he was being nice on her behalf, and like that was just like really weird to see, and then like most of my coworkers are like, oh, are you okay? And I'm like, obviously I'm not bothered by it. It's just like that lady just has a big ass problem. That lady has a stick up her ass.
Best makeup and hairstyle in Frankenstein. Nerd. But maybe not. Best
My
anime
mouth is
shorts. I
so
don't ever
dry.
watch any of the shorts. Didn't. Yeah.
Making these videos is like kind of hard, but like, you know what?
And also,
Who
let's
freaking
talk about
cares?
Timothy Chalamet.
I do what I want,
Fully
and
talk about
who
the
cares about a
whole
dry
ballet
mouth,
opera thing.
right? So yeah, that was my day, and it's been shite.
I do want to have
Um, so regarding like the HRT, I've decided that I'm gonna get it myself through like DIY and stuff.
someone is
Because
just
I
like
really don't have any faith in the
so
Australian
fake
medical system
and just
anymore.
like
Because all it's
sexualizing it.
ever seemed to do to me is just humiliate me. Because for some reason, maybe I just feel like it just feels so weird and like it doesn't feel like at one point it doesn't feel like just a coincidence anymore. But maybe I'm just being crazy. Maybe I'm just being insane, and it's not that deep. Which I have a lot of problem with that statement. Like it's not always about race, but it is. It's not always about race. Like it usually is a lot of times about race, and like the moment you learn that, the moment you decolonize yourself from whiteness. But that's that's a topic for another time. That's a topic for another time. Um,
Do I think you're
yeah. So I'm gonna get HRT DIY. I've already found someone who will take care of that thing for me, and all I have to do is pay them. So that's pretty nice of them. Shout out to that person, by the way. Basically saved my life. If I wasn't able to get, like, if I had, honestly speaking, like, if I had waited for the clinic to give me my HRT, I probably wouldn't be here making a video because I would probably be gone already. I probably would have done something like really bad to myself that I wouldn't be able to come back from. But since I do have access to DIY HRT through like very easy means, then I I probably won't do that. So yeah,
Let me know if you agree with everything.
the next clinic appointment is in
This is gonna be one of the
April
last times
23rd.
you see this back
I'm
and
pretty sure I'll already have my testosterone by then from my friend, but
I'm
I'll
not
just
even
go
following the
anyways. And
studio because
then
it's gonna look like shit.
after that, I'll
But
probably make like
I'm
a grand
making a
speech.
spot for the podcast.
I'll probably ask like I think my mom has to come as well.
I can't
I
sit
think
here
for
and
I'll ask my mom
try and do
politely, of course, to
content
step out of the room so I can talk to the specialist, and then I'll tell the specialist to take me off the waiting list because I've already done a DIY, and that if I had waited, then I probably would have like offed myself
I
with
need
like the timing that
boring.
they have.
I
And
don't even
then
want to
I'm
talk
gonna go on like
about
my
Warehouse
dying
Studio,
villain
but
arc,
it's
like my
like
final villain, like my final speech
like the big
about how the Australian medical system has failed me, and let that sink in.
thanks for all the love.
So yeah,
Year I went to Fiji.
and I'll probably just tell my mom that
Um,
I'll change my mind and I
we're
won't
now back.
do anything
Thanks for
related to hate.
listening
Like,
to 2 weeks
I'll
of
tell my mom
pre-recorded
that I don't want to
podcast.
be on the waiting list for any clinic because it's probably just more easier if I wait until I'm 18, and she'll probably believe it. So yeah, but I'm pretty sure I can just take testosterone without my mom knowing, save like the physical differences. And if she asks me about it, then I will just tell her the truth because this really is my only option. Like, this is what I have to do because without HRT, like in this moment, like I've just been feeling really out of like my own body recently, and I don't feel like myself. I'm not even fucking crying. Why do I sound like I'm about to cry? I'm not even about to fucking cry. Oh my god. My voice is just getting like really tight. But it's because my mouth is dry. My mouth. I need to take a deep breath because my voice is getting hoarse again. And so this DIY HRT is really like my only option for like me existing as a person, you know, because like it really is like my only hope of surviving and being alive. It really is. It's just like my last hope and like my last resort. And if I didn't have it, then yeah, I've already said it. Yeah, I don't need to say it again. But yes, I'm honestly not that great at speaking. All of like my emotional gut wrenching shit is like all in like writing. Maybe I guess I could read some of it out. I guess that would be fun. Where I'm pretty sure I can read it. I have like one on my phone and one in my Google Documents. So I guess I'll read the one on my Google Documents, maybe, or maybe the read on my phone. I guess I'll read it off my phone. Um, get freaking get Turkish man, bro. Get Turkey. Okay, let me see if I can find it. Okay, this is like part one of it, I think. Um, okay. Most of the thing in my notes app is just like the things I've said in the video. Okay. Okay, why the fuck is it like this? 100 year for testosterone doesn't sound so bad anymore. The person is offering me to pay like 170, including for like all of the needles and like the sharp spin. So I'm actually like getting a pretty good deal. And the vial of testosterone lasts about a year since like I'm basically like microdosing steroids. Yeah. Usually like cis men will take like a lot more of like testosterone to like bulk up their muscles, but since I'm trans, I only need to take a little bit to replace the testosterone and make it equal the amount that a cis man has without steroids. It should it according to my friend, it will last me a year. I can do it myself. If any clinic doesn't give me HRT within the span of 2 months, I'm just gonna do DIY. And I guess it turned out I couldn't wait for 2 months because if I waited for 2 months, I'd probably like jump in front of a train or like ingest toxic chemicals. Um, the medical system has failed me. Fuck you, Australia. You will only want me when I'm on the verge of death. If that's what you want, I'll do it. I'll die just so I can rub it in their faces how much strife their actions have cost me. So that's just like the ending, because like the notes app is just like everything I've already said. So I think the good shit is in Google Docs. The good shit is in Google Docs. It's always in Google Docs. Okay, so can't be bothered holding this mic anymore. I'm just gonna lay it across my chest while I find another YouTube video. I'm just gonna go quiet because my voice is really hoarse. So yeah. Um, I'm also waiting. I'm also making this video because I'm waiting for my favorite streamer. We won't watch Four on Fridays. I love Four on Fridays.
Bomberous Todd!
Okay, let me go to Google. I think like the biggest, like the reason why I really do need HRT to keep me alive is mostly because like the reason why I need to be careful of myself is because like at this point of my life I'm just not afraid of anything anymore because I've lived a very I've lived a life that is definitely like not very like complicated. I've lived a very complicated life and I've faced many hardships throughout my life. Um, Even like as a kid, especially as a kid, I have faced a lot of things that have changed me as a person and things that still burden me today. Um, so compared to then and compared to now, then I was afraid of everything because back I was just, like a scared little kid. Of course I would be afraid of anything. That's just not natural, right? But now that I'm a bit older and I've made terms with everything that has happened to me and I've just accepted it. So now I'm not afraid of anything anymore and that alone has just made me more dangerous to myself. Tragedy of Usha. YouTube is so laggy. Okay. Um, I will read something from my Google Lens. Let me just reread my tabs to the way I like them. Okay. Oh wait, you guys know another YouTuber that I really like? I really like Joshua Joshua. I play Joshua Joshua when I need to go to sleep, but I do need when I need stimulating content at the same time. Joshua Joshua is like one of my favorite YouTubers. But I need like okay, this is from my Google Documents. Okay. I hate this body. How much time will I have to spend in it? How much time will I have to spend in it? This body, which doesn't even feel like my own. This body, which has been dirtied by the hands of filth, touching upon my skin. How much longer must I writhe in agony? This this undescribable fuck. Okay, this is so embarrassing. This undescribable pain that I must bear on no one else's shoulder but my own. It's more than just a secret. It is all that dwells deep within the depths of my mind. Parts of myself that I can never reveal to anyone. Part of me that suffers with scars of my past. I can't ever tell anyone. My body is both cursed and sacred. Sacred because it houses my being, but cursed because of the sin it has experienced. How much longer must I wait, only to be let down in the end? This system that makes me go through God's hardest trials, only to tell me that none of it mattered, and for some reason, that they will not be able to treat me. Maybe for some reason, for some unspoken reason, but I don't really know. I'm just not worth their time. No one will miss a queer immigrant teen that goes missing, especially not ones that have influence and power in the media. I learned the truth from an early age. You must carry your own burdens, and only you can save yourself, because no one else will. Um, I screamed for help as loud as I could, but no one had cared to come help and save me. Do you know what it feels like to be dirty inside out? To sob under the shower, scrubbing yourself to the point where your skin started to bleed because you didn't feel clean. That combined with feeling angry at the world because it refused to see me for more than what I looked like. I think that has had to be one of the hardest parts of my life. I must feel this pain of being the person that I am in all of my gendered, feminine and masculine rage. I won't ever get to be a real man, won't I? I'm stuck being nothing more than a girl who anguishes what she could have been. Something so much greater, yet unreachable. And yeah, that's what I wrote in a fit of rage and misery the other day. Yeah, so I guess everything happening to me right now is just like really hard. It's a really hard time of my life, and I'm just not coping very well, to be honest. My friends have noticed, and usually I never let them notice because I'm usually really good at just being the happy little guy that everyone loves. I'm really good at that. But like for like the first time in a while, I couldn't bring myself to pretend that everything was fine because it felt like it was like crushing my chest. Oh, my phone just rang. Okay. I wonder if someone texted me. Someone text me 12:38 in the morning. No. Okay. I wish someone would text me. Oh well. Yeah. The trans population is so white. Now that I think about it. Well, that's just what they want you to believe. It's really not that white at all, but for some reason, white trans people get all of the reputation. There's nothing left for the rest of us, even though black trans people literally like invented an entire fucking genre of like everything. Like black trans people created everything, and they never get any credit. And I will always blame white supremacy for that. Oh, cooking food video.
During colonial times, lobster was seen as a poor man's food. They called it cockroach of the sea, frequently served to prisoners. Now they're so expensive, fine dining restaurants don't even put a price on them. So how did Larry Crawford
It's
get
not
today?
delicious. Okay, I'm sorry.